Yeah, Richie Rackz, I'm back. This that real rap y'all been asking for. You're all just gonna have to pay attention and listen.
I said I quit, Monty!
Where are the Epstein files? 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 All I'm wondering is why the fuck when they release the Epstein files? I mean, Epstein and his whole crew were a bunch of pedophiles. Like, why the fuck when they want to out a bunch of pedophiles? How the fuck did Donald Trump go from saying that the Epstein files are sitting at his front desk to 1 second later saying that the Epstein files didn't even exist? I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a load of bullshit. You know what Donald Trump is probably doing right now, right? He's probably editing the Epstein files right now and removing all the people that he likes. They're gonna release that shit and it's gonna say Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and Ice Spice. Well, since Donald Trump can say who he wants in the Epstein files, I'm gonna say who I want on the Epstein files. I pray to God that all my ops end up on the Epstein files. I pray to God that Natalie Reynolds ends up on the Epstein files. I pray to God that Paul Real ends up on the Epstein files. I pray to God that Joey Swoll ends up on the Epstein files. I pray to God that every single annoying person on the internet ends up on the Epstein files. The CIA is probably gonna kill me for talking about the Epstein files, just like how they killed Jeffrey Epstein. In 30 years, my face is gonna be on t-shirts just like Che Guevara. I'm probably gonna be assassinated by a dude in a mask, and I ain't talking about Sin Cara. The CIA is gonna assassinate me and then be like sayonara. And these ain't no conspiracy theories, this is true facts. I swear to God, Donald Trump be faker than Kim Kardashian's ass. If Donald Trump is so confident that he isn't on the Epstein files, then why doesn't he just release the Epstein files? So I'm gonna say it again, release the Epstein files, 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 release the goddamn Epstein files.